So I'm going to show you a couple of little tools today, ones that I use when I'm writing my assignments. I use Microsoft Office, I use Word, and I'm going to show you some of the tools within Word that I find helpful for doing my assignments. The first one when I'm starting an assignment is to get the general feel for the assignment, how the look and feel, how it's going to present. To kick that off, I generate some random text. So I can put in here equals rand for random, and I want 4 paragraphs with 5 sentences each, and they will automatically generate some random text. Now if you prefer the Latin version, there is also equals lorem, and I might go with 4 paragraphs, 5 sentences per paragraph, and I get the lorem ipsum dolor text. So now that I've got what looks like an assignment here, I want to set out how it's going to present. So I might start off with an introduction and a couple of paragraphs of introduction, and then this is on video, so I'll go early video recording, and another section on the arrival of YouTube. And in fact I might shift that about a bit just to make it a bit easier. So this is my introduction. This is going to be a heading type 1, and these other sections here, well, that can be a type 2, a level 2 heading, and that can also be a level 2 heading. So I'm starting to get where my paragraphs are going to be, the headings that I'm going to be using. And as soon as you do that, you'll notice on the side here I've got the navigation bar up. That comes up wherever you search for anything. I can navigate by page, I can navigate by the results of a search, but I like navigating by my headings, and I can see that as I put my headings in that they start to appear. So I've got the introduction, the early recording, the arrival of YouTube, and I can jump around the document using that navigation bar. But anyway, I'm back at looking at my layout. Look, I'm not a fan of the blue perhaps, maybe I'll just stick to plain black, so I can highlight the text there and set it to black, and in fact I'm going to make it bold. Now I've changed that heading here, but it hasn't changed the style. So if I go to the style and go right click, update heading 1 to match selection, now anything that I put in under heading 1, so I can say, you know what, I need another heading here, history, and I'll make that heading 1 automatically. It included over here is the same style. Similarly, I'm going to change these back to bold and black, and I'm going to update. This is heading 2, so I'll update heading 2. And what I want you to watch is the arrival of YouTube, where that text is there. Bang. So as soon as I update heading 2, all of the heading 2s in the document get updated. So I can now manage, by managing the styles, I can manage all of the style of the whole document, no matter how many pages, or could be an entire thesis in here. I could update all the headings for every part of the document with one click of a button, which is very useful. Now, while I'm writing my document, it's obviously being a university level assignment, I'm going to need to have citations. So I'll put a citation in here, and within Word we have the References tab. Within References I can insert a citation. This is my first one here, so I'm going to add a new source, and we'll pick out a journal article, and we'll have the author will be Fred Bloggs, so Bloggs, Fred, and he's written a journal on history of video in the Australian Journal of TV from, let's say, 2012, pages 67 to 83 in volume 3, issue 10. And Bloggs is put in there. Now I use the Harvard style. You could have the APA style, IEEE, a number of choices. We use Harvard where I am at RMIT. So I've got my first reference in there. I may have also had a comment down here which I need to refer to the same document. So if I bring up my citation, the list of citations I've already got is here, so I can drop it in a second time, or a third or fourth time. Now, I might have a slightly more complex citation, so I'm going to insert a citation, add a new source, and this time another journal article. And this article was, let's call it the transition to color, which was in the journal article of Global Recording Trends from 1976, pages 12 to 60, a bit too far, 12 to 25, volume 3, issue 2, but the author this time. Now, multiple authors, so we're going to put in all of Tom, Dick and Harry, so a very useful Tom, Mr. Tom Jones, add him in. Let's put in Jane Grey, Mr. Truman, and of course he's Harry S, so we can put in Harry S. Truman. So we're going to have Tom Jones, Jane Grey, Harry S. Truman, and so multiple names, multiple initials, hit OK, and they're all inserted here. And when I then go and insert the citation, it's Jones and others from 1976. So I can put in my citations throughout my document, and at the end of the document, insert the bibliography. And in this particular case, I prefer to call them references. Works cited, references, bibliography are your own personal choice there. I prefer references, and it automatically puts them in here. So Fred Bloggs, T. Jones, J. Gray, and H. S. Truman from 1976. So automatically formatted out there for you. If you then go in and put in another citation, so we'll put one in over here, insert citation, and in this case I might have used a video or something from a website. Here we go. A website. It could be a corporate author. So Channel 9 on their history of 9 studios, recorded in 2015, accessed, because I did it just the other day perhaps, may the 4th be with you, at www.youtube.com, and some other reference, v equals garbage. Okay, let's put that in there. Come down to my references. I've now got to add the Channel 9 reference in here. So if I click on the references, I have this update citation and bibliography, put it in, and it automatically inserts it in alphabetical order. Now, if I am working on multiple assignments within the same course or throughout the year, I may have built up a library of sources. In here I can put in manage sources, and I can bring across older sources that I've used from other assignments, because I may refer to them across numerous assignments. I can bring them in, close, and in my references update it so that they are now all listed. And in here I can say, oh, that one's from the ABS, so insert citation from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. This comment here, I need to put one in here for BioZ attack, AdShell, advertising campaign. It goes in there. Now, at the end, before I do my final update, also always useful to manage my sources and check. It says, oh, I didn't use that in this document. Now, why is that? I might have brought it in, I might have added it, but in trying to keep under the word count, I've deleted the particular paragraph which cited that particular reference. I can delete it from my list, close, come back, update my references, and it gets removed. So now my references are clean, my document is laid out nicely, my citations are in, I can navigate around to check or follow up on where I'm reading, and my assignment starts to come together. So I hope you find that helpful.